Hey everybody, welcome to an all-new episode of Talking Toys for the week. I'm Josh, coming at you from the Comic Well Studios in Timonium, Maryland. We're going to be talking about some toys coming to your local comic shops or out and available right now in your local comic shops for purchase. The first items we have are, well, I'm going to start with him first. This, everybody knows, Thundercats. Okay, this is the Lino. Huge, mega scale, awesome action figure here from Mezco. He's absolutely stunning. Check out how big this figure is. I believe it's 14 inches tall. So that's a big figure. I mean, you're talking like on a massive scale here. And also comes with two interchangeable heads. So you got the one in the box and the one next, or one already on the figure and the one next to it. Again, this is from Mezco with 7 points of articulation. That's a pretty, badass figure. I don't censor myself too much, but yeah, there you go. But really, really cool from our friends at Mezco. This actually shipped on August 2nd. That has a retail price of $44.99, which isn't too bad for a collectible figure like this. You don't have to take it out of the box to make it display worthy. It actually does look rather good when it's in the box too. So anybody that's one of those, I'm not opening my toys kind of person, will appreciate the fact of how this is displayed. And this is the Lino mega scale action figure. Once again from Mezco. I'll spin it around here for you to see a little bit more. But really, really well done. Mezco does a lot of great different action figures, especially their 1/12 scale collective. Really, really cool stuff from Mezco. So that is Lino, or Lino rather. And then here comes Mumra. Can't have Lino without Mumra. And Mumra looks just as good. Mumra is a glow-in, looks just as act quickly. They're running out of stock. No, and both these are in stock at Diamond. So if you don't find them in your local comic shop, you can have them call Diamond to order you one. Again, really, really cool. And 7 points of articulation, once again with this. And as I spin him around, you'll see the back of the packaging with Mumra at the bottom, and then a big, nice art piece on here of what the figure looks like. Really, really cool. Again, well done. And it's huge, 14-inch tall, action figure. I mean, I could put this shorter ruler that's a 15-inch ruler, because with the packaging and all right next to it, that's huge, okay? Check that out. All right, so leave him here for a second. I'm going to move off to the next item here. Kind of slide these off to the side. This is the Sailor Moon Petite Chara Dark Kingdom version here. I mean, there's so much with these. I can't even, say half of it, but these are the Dark Kingdom collection here. Really cool. Comes with, looks about like 7 figures in this package. And if I knew so much more about Sailor Moon, I would attempt to say half of their names, but I'm really not good at that. So we're not going to venture down that to make myself look dumb. Okay, so this is, again, it's 25th anniversary Sailor Moon. And really cool collective packaging. It's $88.99 retail. This shipped on August 2nd. It is in stock at Diamond. So if you get a chance, you can go to your store and they do not have one, have them order it for you. Show you what's on the back here. Really cool. And you can display these all together. There are, like I said, about 7 different figures that are in there. And each figure stands about 2 1/8 inch tall and comes with a display stand. So that's pretty awesome. And moving right along, we're going to move on to the Joker Mafex suit version from our friends at Medicom. This, as you know, if you've ever dealt with any of these figures before, they have a ton of different accessories in here, and this is your Suicide Squad version Joker. Really, really well done. It has the whole Jared Leto look to him. And the thing I actually like about this, and I'm going to open up this package for you here, is the fact that on the hands in this does have the tattoo of the smile going. He's got like the golden gun stuff and everything else. I'm going to try to get this to see if you can actually see it on there. You can see it a little bit, but check that out. So when you interchange hands, as this one sits in my old crusty hand right here, but it's it's got the smile on it, and that's pretty sweet. And it's also got a lot of different little accessories with him. But the figure itself, I'll see if I can get him to stand up on his lonesome, definitely looks like the movie version. He looks good. And he comes with another torso as well, that you got the straight jacket. That is a pretty cool little added bonus to this too, because again, both of these beautifully sculpted. They look tremendous. I'm gonna actually sit this now next to him, and he's got some different, you know, like the purple gun. I'm gonna put some stuff by his feet here to give you a little better look at it. And he's got the golden gun, the purple gun. He's got his Joker pimp cane, which I'm trying to get this out easily. But yeah, pop that up here. See if I can get it to rest in his hand, or I can just knock him over. I'll just put it there. But yeah, this is $59.99, and it's shipped again August 2nd. This ships, so it should be in your local comic store. So make sure you you go over to them and see if they have it. If they don't, have them order from Diamond, because it is in stock. I'm going to put this off. And like I said, there's a ton of different hands that come with this, everything else. So you're really getting a lot for your money with these the Mafex figures from Medicom. Like I said, they do a really, really good job. And if you collect the whole set of these, I mean, as far as what's come out yet, they'll all look really well placed together, like on your shelf or whatever you want to put them on. So that is the Joker. I'm going to kind of slide him in here just for space sake here and pop him off to the side. I'll get you to look at the packaging a little bit more. This is what it comes in. This is what the blister package slides into. Okay, and moving along to this figure here. Let's swap this out. This is another Nendroid. And anybody who's watched this show before knows we cover a fair amount of these. We get them in every once in a while. This one, much like this, is from Haikyuu, and it's the Kotaro Bakoto or Bakuto Nendroid. Like I said, I'm not the best at pronouncing some of these names because I am just not that good at pronouncing them, so bear with me. But this is from Good Smile. Good Smile is making the Nendroids. They are $52.99, and they shipped this week, actually, on the 9th. This shipped, and it is in stock with Diamond. It comes with a lot of stuff. This is more like from that volleyball series they have for like the anime, manga kind of stuff. And I put it on the stand. So you have the volleyball actually will get attached to this little apparatus they have here and make cool posing thing. That's the one thing I do like about the Nendroids, is the fact that they are very posable. They come with a ton of different accessories. Now if I show you the rest of this, you can see where all these different parts come. I mean, it is a lot. There's a ton of things in here. And it's got like another little jersey shirt kind of deal here on there, another lower leg section, a couple different faces, multiple arms that come in this thing. And this, again, is $52.99. These, again, if you collect the series of these, you really are going to have something that looks nice on display, especially when you put them on the base, because you can see how this action pose is. Imagine if you collect the other ones from this series or from this, property, and have them all up like that. It's going to look pretty cool next to each other. And it's not a bad price point at $52.99. And that's from our friends at Good Smile. So as I move this over, he's getting ready to spike it. He knows what he's doing. He's up there. He's good. All right, so slide him over, and then I'm going to grab, you see that's the packaging it comes into. I'm going to grab our next item here, and it's a series of items. And these are the Once Upon a Time Previews exclusive figures. I'm going to go one at a time with these things, no pun intended, because it's Once Upon a Time. We're going to go one upon a time right here, okay? So here, this one is the Emma Swan Previews exclusive. This is from Icon Heroes, okay? This has got an MSRP of $25 on this, okay? Ages 18 and up, so she's got like a little badge thing up here and like dagger. But I'm going to show you one that's actually out of the box too, so you can see what this looks like in package. And I'm going to slide around to this and show you what she looks like out of the package. That way you get an idea of the figure itself. She does have like a removable sword, like the sword that comes with it slides into its sheath on the side here. That's a pretty cool feature. I like that. Pretty well made articulation to it. I put the dagger in her hand. Pretty well detailed. But this, again, is a previews exclusive, so you're going to want to go to your local comic shops to pick this up, because that's where you're going to find it, your specialty stores, because it's a previous exclusive item. And I'd like to, let's see, move along to the next one. I'll slide this one out of the way. This was Emma. And then the next one would be the Evil Queen right here. So you can get a look at that. I'm not going to take the Evil Queen out of the box because you know what the figure itself looks like. You can get a pretty good judge of how this one is too, just by looking at it through that. You got the little mirror in there and everything. Yeah, so the Evil Queen, Regina, I want to say it is. So again, $25. This shipped this week. So on the 9th, Wednesday, this came out to comic stores. And because this is a live show, some of this stuff, if you watch it later, could be a little dated. But this, for the purpose of this Friday, the 11th, it is in stock with Diamond, and you can order it through previews and ask your local shop owner to do that for you. But that is the Evil Queen. And it looks pretty nice. They are pretty cool figures, and they don't take up a whole lot of real estate on a shelf if you're going to display them. And they can display in the boxes as well, much like we talked about the Thundercats toys. So that's pretty sweet. Okay, and you see the other ones, and sliding this in here, you've got Mr. Robin Hood. So who doesn't love Robin Hood, you know? Robs from the rich, gives to the poor. Nobody seems to have a problem with him being a thief, whatever. So that's Robin Hood's game. But again, a well-done figure. He's got his bow in there and everything, and it's pretty detailed. I don't know if you watch the series on ABC, Once Upon a Time, but it does have some, you know, it is pretty popular. So I'm sure the people that follow that series would like to own these, and if they want to, they can go to a local comic shop to do it. I'm always going to tell you that. So that, again, is Once Upon a Time. Now, the next item that's coming through here is super duper cool, okay? I don't use that phrase often, but check this out. Voltron. Who didn't like Voltron? Who doesn't have their, you know, throwback ways about them to talk about old toys and what, like making a resurgence and everything? So this is really cool. Voltron, this actually does all go together to make do the Metal Defender transformation. And it's all, I think it's 5 pieces, 5 lines altogether that go for this. So that's pretty sweet. And this one, the first one, would be, let's see here, because it's not facing me, is the Yellow Lion. This is what Yellow Lion looks like. I'm going to slide these all kind of one by one past each other. And then you got, after the Yellow Lion, you've got the Blue Lion. And after the Blue Lion, you have the Black Lion. And wait for it, after the Black Lion, you've got the Green Lion. And, of course, you can't have all these lions without the Red Lion. So, Mr. Popular himself, here's a Red Lion. So, these, again, these are from our friends at Playmates. Okay, Voltron, like I said, it's very popular. It's on Netflix, too. You can see, actually, I think they have a little thing on the packaging here. It says the series is on Netflix, so you can watch that streaming on there. And this is from them, DreamWorks, all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty cool that you can buy 5 of these figures. They're retailing for about $20 a piece. They're going to be. So go to your local, you know, comic store, find these. Again, these are in stock, I do believe, in Diamond, and they did ship this week. So usually your retailers are going to order these by the caseload, and the caseload does come with one of each of the figures. The assortment comes in. So you can see by the back of these how they go together to make the bigger transformation, and that's pretty sweet. Okay, so it's like you buy 5 figures, and at the end you make 1 figure out of it. Pretty smooth, if you ask me. Now, on looking to what's coming up, and actually something that did ship this week, I'm going to bring in something from our friends at Diamond Select Toys. I'm sure everybody by now has heard of the hugely popular Marvel Gallery line that Diamond Select Toys is doing. They're absolutely killing it with their PVC line. These statues, or figures, as they're put, PVC figures, are really basically statues. And because they're made of PVC, the price point on these is $45. Yes, that's with a 4.5 and not a 9.5, not a 225, not all that kind of stuff. These are $45, and they are sculpted great. This is sculpted by Rocco Tartamella, who's doing a lot of the Netflix series. He did The Punisher. He did some of the other ones. I believe he's doing their Pirates of the Caribbean ones too, if I'm not mistaken. There is a lot of these that he's done. I'm going to try to open this up too so I can take this out and show you how good this thing looks so you don't see a lot of glare. But the packaging is nice too. Again, this is something that will display in box pretty well. I got to get my little thing to cut stuff open here, or knife as other people call it. Okay. So I just got a couple pieces of tape in here that you take off to unleash Luke Cage. I'm sure that's very noisy and I apologize, but check him out. That is a good looking statue, and for PVC, it's got a little bit of weight to it, but not a whole lot. So it's gonna ship easily, not with too much weight to it. So you don't worry about packaging costs and all and weight if you're a retailer selling this to somebody that's not in your immediate area. Really, really cool. But check out the detail on this. And this again is PVC. I think they really capture, the essence of Luke Cage on this. It's got a really cool dynamic pose. I like that, very strong. And you can see everything. So he's got like the bullet holes through his hoodie. Yeah, I think that's sweet. Like I am a big fan of, not just because they're a sister company ours, Diamond Select Toys, but I'm a big fan of these gallery pieces because they offer an affordable way to collect statues that not everybody can afford. The higher end statues from DC Collectibles or from Sideshow or one of those kind of companies. Not everybody can afford those, but everybody can kind of afford at least to get one or two of these probably, at any given time of the gallery line. And they're really, really well made, just put it that way. I mean, they're rigid. They don't feel like anything's going to break. Everything is well thought out, well put together. The bottom, like you can see, like I said, it's PVC, so it's like a plastic kind of deal. So that's the bottom of it. But well done, DST, as always. And the gallery box, I'll put that over with him as well, but you can see, they have a little write-up on the back of the boxes, so that's always good to have. And I'm going to give you something on-looking for all you Funko Pop Vinyl fans. So I know that there's a lot of people out there that collect Funko. Funko is a great company. They do a lot of great things. I was fortunate enough to go to Funko Fun Days at San Diego Comic-Con. Here's one everybody's going to want to get. This is for Halloween Comic Fest 2017. This is the Emma Frost Previews exclusive done for Halloween Comic Fest. This is actually going to ship on October 25th. That's when this was shipped. Okay, so this is a Previews exclusive, which means you're going to find it in your comic specialty stores. And it's also a Halloween Comic Fest exclusive. So it has that little badging there. I know all you Funko fans out there love to see these little stickers on things that indicate they're a special item of some sort. So Halloween Comic Fest, these are it's a $12 pop, $11.99, like always with most of the Funkos. And this is really, really cool. I mean, can't beat this. It looks like, I'm not sure if it's a glow-in-the-dark kind of thing. It almost looks like it would be, but I think it's just translucent. So I don't think it glows, but otherwise it usually would say that kind of stuff. But it's really cool. Like, who doesn't like Emma Frost? White Queen, come on now. I mean, it's pretty sweet. But again, this will come out for Halloween Comic Fest. And make sure you go to your local comic shops for Halloween Comic Fest because that's going to be a great little celebration. You go in there, they got costume contests kind of things. Again, comics for the adults and kids. We really want to make sure that people are participating in that. It's another free comic book day-like event, which is cool, so you don't have to wait until the next year in May to get to your free comics and all that. And then another thing that I want to show you is this Darth Vader figure right here. Check that out, from Beast Kingdom. This has not shipped yet either. So you're seeing a figure that has not come out. And this is a $73 price point. I'm going to take him out of said box. And this is from the Egg Attack line. So my watch is talking to me while I'm recording. Thank you, Galaxy Watch. All right. So I'm going to slide him out. These Egg Attack figures are awesome. They're another very collectible ones. It seems like people are getting a lot into these smaller collectibles. His little hand popped off because, you know, they go in. You know this is going to happen when you've never taken something out of the box before. You don't know what's going to pop off or not. But I got to pop that on. Not too bad. That's actually really cool under his helmet. I'm glad it fell off because there's a lot going on under there. That's attention to detail. It's not just saying, oh, this is going to be covered up by the helmet. But check this out. That's pretty sweet. You know, and I can put it back on. Look, that's quintessential Vader right there. That's got that intimidating look, but also in miniature form. It's got like a Spaceballs kind of feel with this being so tiny. It's like dark helmet. So, let's see. And he's got a, this again, my big hands here. I'm going to dump some of that stuff out. He's got his lightsaber that's in here. Goes together pretty easy. I'm sure fits in his hand well. I'm your father. Yes, I'm your father. Who's your daddy? We should have a t-shirt version of this where it says who's your daddy on the side. But whatever, just me. Well, okay. Nobody. Bueller. Okay, and he's got multiple hands that come in here. And it looks like this one's almost kind of got the, you know, choke you out kind of thing. Like the force grip thing. It's like, go and kill people. Yeah, and so it does have a base that's on the inside of this. I'm trying to avoid you guys hearing crunching and crackling and all that stuff on here. But you'll deal with it. But it has a base that goes to it to hold him up. Again, with the little accessories that's in here. So you see, it'll like go around his midsection and all to hold him up, which is nice. I like when they do these kind of things, especially when a cape will cover it. So you can pop him in and stand him up. Yeah, and it fits in there pretty simple. It's not too bad to get it done. So you got him, he sits on his base. It's got the little Darth Vader. It's got the Rogue One. By the way, it says the Rogue One Darth Vader. So, and it's model EAA-045 from Star Wars story, Rogue One. But a really well done figure. I love the ones from Egg Attack just because they're so cute. Like they actually have, if anybody went to San Diego Comic-Con and Beast Kingdom did have some large scale figures on display at the Diamond booth, they were huge. And I want to say they're like $4,000 or $5,000 a piece, but they're big versions of what these are. And they had a Darth Vader there, and then they had a Stormtrooper. And everybody walked by, it's like, I want that for my house. I'm like, I want that for my house too. I'm like, might not have $5,000 to do it right now, but I'm like, I would definitely get it. So if Beast Kingdom is watching, if you could ever lower that price point so Josh could afford it, it'd be awesome. So I would put that I put them in every room in my house. Like, yeah, that one's guarded by a Stormtrooper, which is really no defense. So that one's guarded by Vader. You know, it's like, I guess you don't want a Stormtrooper guarding anything, really, because they never hit anything they shoot at. But Darth Vader always seems to get the job done, except when he's fighting Luke. Spoiler alert for those that apparently are living in the cave for their whole life. But that's on looking again. That's a $73 price point, previews exclusive. Again, I do believe would be on this Vader. Just an awesome looking figure. So I got to show you some different things this week of some pretty cool toys coming out to your local comic shops. And that's one thing I'm always going to tell you. Go to your local comic shop, show them some love. Make sure you ask them about some of the toys you've seen here. If they don't carry them, not every comic shop's going to carry every product. Previews has a very large catalog every month. It's hard to keep everything in stock, but if you do talk to your local comic store owner, specialty store, and say, do you guys order out of previews? I'm pretty sure they're probably going to say yes. And you can get them to order these for you, and they'll come to the store. You can pick them up and purchase them from them. But make sure you go to them. If you don't know where a local comic shop is in your area, you can go to comicshoplocator.com and put in your zip code. They'll steer you to the shop nearest you. And you can go in there and do exactly as I said and ask them to order the products for you. But until next time, thanks for joining us. This was Talking Toys, and have a good weekend.
Did you enjoy this episode of Talking Toys? Well, make sure you subscribe to our channel below, like our Facebook page, and comment below with what was your favorite toy that you saw today.